My last piece of advice-ish for 2020 is in the physical realm of uncluttering. Clearing out the emails, the voicemails, unsubscribing, unfollowing, unfriending, unning is something that I have been doing so much of. I mean, I've probably sent my assistant, 50 emails in the past couple of days about unsubscribing from all these newsletters or promotional lists, like just all these lists I'm on that like every day. I spend so much time just deleting. And it's like, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm just like clearing out my space. I cleared out my closet. I cleared out my inbox. I cleared out my voicemails, like just like stuff that's sitting there. And so allowing for the deleting, the trash, the file, like really go and reserve some time. You're going to feel like so much lighter. And literally, you know, we live in a void universe. So it's just making that space for the fresh, making the space for the new, going and just like, I'm like, why am I following this person on Instagram? Like, it's like, I want to go through my feed and like see what I want to see. So lots of just that old stuff, the unconscious stuff, the stuff that we find ourselves just going through the motions. And it's just like, well, I would just always follow this person. Since Facebook came out, I followed this person. It's like, well, why? So really invite yourself to go through your home, go through your computer, go through your devices, go through your phone, and get rid of and delete and get rid of delete to clear it all out so that you can really bring in the new. All right. So speaking of bringing in the new, we're going to do a meditation. And, you know, Einstein said you cannot solve your problems from the same level of thinking that you were at when you created them in the first place. And you're not going to be able to create these new and these next levels with any of the residue and any of the dynamics that you've had, because like the vibration that we're in right now is going to create more of the same. So let's do a meditation to get into a different vibration so that you can be doing something entirely different. So just, I invite you to get yourself in a quiet and undistracted place. And actually, make sure my phone's off too. Yep. And let's really make the transition. Well, here, I'll say it in the meditation. So everyone here, I'm going to put it here. It's not as pretty in the camera, but I want you to be able to hear me. It's time to create new. It's time to let go of the old. It's time to be who we came here to be. It's time to be our true selves. And for us to live at a new level, experience a new level, contribute at a new level, we must first complete and let go and release all that is not of the new level. So as we take a deep breath and close our eyes, we allow ourselves to be. Just be. We allow ourselves to be here in this moment, noticing all that is beautiful about this moment. We allow ourselves to be here for ourselves. to see ourselves and to hear from ourselves. It's this body, it's this psyche, it's this heart and this soul that has been through so much. And yet it's gotten us to where we are. And for that we are grateful. So in the spirit of this moment, we allow for a gentle and graceful unfolding. We allow ourselves to feel us being there for ourselves. We experience ourselves loving ourselves, like really deeply loving. And as we look back over this past year, we are queen enough to identify and acknowledge what are the areas in how we showed up that didn't actually serve for our highest good. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Seemed like it felt good at the time. And we acknowledge and we release that way of being, that way of thinking, that way of feeling. We identify and acknowledge these character traits, these decisions, these behaviors as no longer a part of us as the queens that we are. And in this moment, we hand all that has not served over to God. The errors in judgment, the decisions made out of alignment, the behaviors based on fear, the mentality based on lack, all that is not authentically us, we hand over and let Spirit take it away. And now, being the queens that we are, if we can acknowledge the parts of us that no longer serve, that we are ready and willing to release, let's now acknowledge the ways that we are most proud. From this year specifically, In what ways did you show up that you are thrilled, that you are grateful, that you are so proud of yourself? Really go through month by month. January. And what did you do? Who were you being? In what way did you show up for yourself or someone else or the world or your audience in January that makes you proud? Feel it, see it, acknowledge it, and soak it in. Receive the ways you're proud that you showed up in January. February. Building on January. In what ways did you show up in February that you are like, yes, queen, yes. You were there for yourself. You were there for your mission. You were there for someone else. You let go of small-mindedness or lack. Soak that in. March. A global pandemic hit the world. In what ways did you show up, rise up, live in faith, contribute? What are you proud and grateful for of how you showed up in March? And then April. Collect the golden nuggets here. How did you show up in April in a way that you are proud? And May. June. And it doesn't stop. July. What are the ways you showed up in July that you're just delighted by? Keep collecting all the ways that you played big, all the ways you did show up, all the ways that you shined in all your glory. August. September. Feel it. Feel it, feel it. See it. Own it, love it. October. November. And now in December. In what ways are you so proud of yourself for how you not only have made it, but thrived and contributed and overcome so much? This is the moment to honor yourself for the choices that you made, that you're proud. This is the time to honor yourself for how you showed up and persevered. This is the time to honor yourself on how you showed up because you chose love. And seen everything that you have overcome. Every way that you have shown up so gloriously this year. And you will continue to do so. Because he who began a good work in you will be faithful to complete it. Yes, you no longer need to fear or wonder or worry if you're enough, if it's going to work out, if it's going to be manifested. Because he who began a good work in you will be faithful to complete it. And you've already started and shown yourself that you are an overcomer, that you are a perseverer, that you continue to show up and say yes. You continue to focus more on what's positive about you than what's not. You continue to show up and focus on what's positive about life than what's not. Yes, Queen. Yes. That is who you are. You are good. You are worthy. You are capable. You are divinely guided. And now that you see how proud you are of yourself, feel in this moment spirit connected to you. Feel in this moment you being so loved, so highly regarded, so created with such an important purpose. See if you can possibly look at yourself the way Spirit looks at you. With so much love, being so pleased. God looking at his and her masterpiece that is you. See yourself through the eyes of God, and this is how much you are loved. You are created as a masterpiece, one of a kind, special and unique. Yes. Yes. And as you feel yourself connected to Source, feel yourself connected to infinite possibility. infinite abundance, infinite prosperity. Infinite support. Infinite clarity. Yes, Queen, yes. This is what you have access to every minute of every day, your entire life. It's infinite. No worry, no lack is needed. No doubt, no confusion is needed. No thinking that there's something more for someone else is needed. Feel yourself opening up to receiving love, hope, inspiration, softness, sweetness, peace, comfort, healing, direction, support. These are God's gifts to you. Any moment of the day, any moment of the night, always and forever. In this moment, we open up to the gratitude, this infinite, all-loving universe. If you want, hold your arms out open. As if you were collecting the gifts that the universe has given you this year. Yes, you showed up in the ways that you've just acknowledged. And what gifts were given to you from Source? What gifts came in January, February, March, April, May? Just keep collecting them all. Just feel them being handed to you and you're receiving them in your arms. June, July, August, September, October, November, and even now December. What gifts have been given to you by the universe? Feel how much abundance, feel how much pleasure, how much joy, love, relief, peace. This year didn't go as planned. Thank God. Because all of this would have been missed. So we own and receive that our thoughts are not the highest thoughts, and our best plans don't even begin to compare with God's glorious plans for you. Your job is to remain open to receiving, open to being, open to loving, open to contributing. And so it is. Maybe take some moments to just be with what you've just received.